Haha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Steve Kerr reveals big change to Warriors 2024 to 2025 offense inspired by 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan. Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr has led the now famous franchise to 4 NBA titles under his watch, the last coming in 2022 over the current NBA champion Boston Celtics. Kerr 2022 group proved that there may be rays of sunshine poking through the clouds of the team's current situation, which included a 10th place finish and NBA playoffs absence last year in the Western Conference. Shared priceless intel on the Warriors' 2024 to 2025 offensive plans with NBC Sports Bay Area recently. According to the former Arizona Wildcats collegian and NBA three-point sniper turned head coach, the Warriors have focused on using clearer and more concise terminology this offseason amid Kerr's search for new ways of approaching the NBA season and the Warriors' attack. I really used this past offseason before the Olympics to visit with other coaches to ask a lot of questions to figure out what can we do better, K said, and one of the things was becoming clearer with terminology. K said he sat in on San Francisco 49ers team discussions with coach Kyle Shanahan, an illuminating process that gave him clarity on what could be done to streamline and codify the Warriors' historically free-form offense. He was going through all their actions on this one play and he had such specific terminology, and that was really helpful. K said, we haven't labeled a lot of things. We've ran a lot of organic offense in the past where we've kind of given them the freedom to roam and play out of concepts. The Warriors head man continued in reference to the 49ers meeting. Big changes could be in store for the Warriors this season if K's plans come to fruition. We're labeling things, we're trying to make things a lot more clearer, especially for our young players, so they know exactly what the cut is called, what the screen is called, so that's a change for us and something we're trying to do better, and I think it will make a big impact. I don't love the idea. Steve K drops major hint on Warriors starting lineup as the trio of Brandon Podmski, Anthony Melton and Buddy Hield seemingly battle to win a spot next to Stephen Curry in the backcourt. There's also huge question marks on how the Golden State Warriors front court will shape up as training camp gets underway in Hawaii. Discussion during the off-season has largely centered on which of the 4 primary options misses out on a starting role: Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga or Tracy Jackson Davis. As expected, Kirk confirmed to reporters on Tuesday that Green will start, even if there's an argument to be made for a radical lineup shift that sees the veteran move into a 6th-man role. That transition will probably happen at some point before the 34-year-old's career is out, but evidently it's not on the horizon quite yet. But Kerr is still uncertain on whether Green will start at power forward or center, leaving a significant decision that will drastically alter the way the Warriors want to play and have ripple effects on a number of plays across the roster. While he may still be deciphering where Green will start, Kerr dropped a fairly significant hint on Wednesday when he stated, I don't love the idea of Draymond being the starting 5 and playing heavy minutes there game after game. K's comments continue a trend that suggests Green will take his customary role at the 4, with the Warriors having already outlined their desire to be an elite defense this season. They were that in the final 11 games of last season with the Green/Jackson Davis tandem, but don't discount veteran Kevin Looney, who quoted as lean and playing really well. If Green does take the power forward spot, that leaves the small forward position between Wiggins and Kuminga as outlined here. Kuminga appears the odd man out given early indications, albeit there's an entire training camp and preseason still to play out. Her also stated that JK had a really good day today while Wiggins has been limited throughout the first 2 days of training camp due to illness. They may enter the game as strong favorites, but the Warriors season opener will provide early answers on their front court combination, given the Portland Trail Blazers possessed talented 7-footers DeAndre Ayton and Donovan King, and not to mention former all-defensive center Robert Williams. 3 early tip-off for NBA 2K2 is officially here, allowing fans to play with their favorite teams before the new season gets underway. away in October, with recent rating reveals not being overly kind to the Golden State Warriors. There was plenty of intrigue on how the remainder of their roster shapes up on the game. 2K had previously revealed the top 100 current players, with the Warriors only featuring twice thanks to Stephen Curry 7th and Draymond Green 65th. Golden State are one of only two Western Conference teams alongside the Jazz to have less than 3 players inside the top 100. Kyrie Irving's Media Day compliment also brings huge expectation on Warriors legend. The Golden State Warriors undertook Media Day on Monday with one notable absence: Klay Thompson. It was the first time in 13 years that the 5X All-Star wasn't in the Bay, with his former teammates expectedly fielding questions on the void he set to leave the franchise. Meanwhile, in Dallas, Thompson was rocking his new team's jersey and speaking of the excitement of play alongside Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving and a Maverick squad that just reached the NBA Finals. It was undoubtedly another major step in making sense of Thompson's departure for many Warrior fans, leaving his debut with the Mavericks as perhaps the last hurdle in this strange but understandable transition. Thompson's unfolding story in Dallas will be a fascinating watch for both men, Maverick and Warrior fans alike. Right now there's only projections on which way it will go, yet there's no doubt on what Thompson brings to the franchise in the mind of Irving. Once notable rivals in the NBA Finals, Irving delivered a glowing compliment of Thompson and stating, "I feel like our dreams can be possible because he's here now." It's hard to give higher praise on a new teammate's possible impact than that, but it also ramps up the expectation on Thompson to be the missing piece in Dallas' hopes of going one step further this season. While everything is rosy and hunky-dory at present, things will change quickly if Thompson can't deliver on what the Mavericks are envisaging for the Warriors legend. Many believe the 34-year-old will be an excellent fit as one of the league's greatest ever shooters, playing alongside the creating ability of Irving and Doncic. But at the same time, there are also concerns about whether Thompson will be happy simply in a spot-up role with the 4X champion conceding himself that, "I know I'll obviously have to adjust to Luka." There's also concerns on how the Doncic Irving Thompson trio will fare defensively, perhaps leaving significant responsibility on exciting young center Derek Lively to pick up the slack with his shot blocking and disruptive nature at the rim. Irving also revealed that it was easy to convince Thompson to head to Dallas, while the 8X All-Star clearly referred to that. In regard to the positives of the Maverick organization, it may also give an indication of just how keen Thompson was to seek a fresh start away from the Warriors. And you fan, what do you think of the situation of Kyrie Irving? Leave your opinion in the comments.